In today's video, I am going to be sharing another what's in my bag video. However, this is a what's in my travel bag video. We have been traveling this week for a family wedding out in California. And so right now I am here at Bolero at Europa Village in Temecula, California, which is in the middle of some of the beautiful southern wine country. And of course, I'm not drinking the wine, but I have been taking in the sights and spending a lot of time with family. So I decided to get a new bag for this trip just because I'm also planning on packing my hospital bag in the next few weeks. So I wanted to have something that was useful and gave me a little bit to look forward to as well. And I ended up with the BEÍS Weekender in beige. I've done another video where I share what's in my work bag, which is actually this bag. I always travel with this bag as well because I usually have my laptop. I'm usually checking in on some things at work here and there while I'm traveling, depending on the type of trip. So if you haven't seen that video, this will give you a lot of insight into some of the little things I might not share about what's in my carry-on, which is this bag here. So when it comes to packing my travel bag, and specifically this as a carry-on, my goal that I have in mind is to make sure that I am making my day easier and potentially avoiding any mishaps that can stress me out while I'm traveling. And especially with this trip, being 31 weeks pregnant, I wanted to have some essentials with me in case of my luggage being lost. And so it's always really smart to be prepared, and I think that the way that you pack a bag and some of the features that you can have in a bag will really help to improve your travel experience overall. So let's go ahead and dive into what I've got in here and some of the features of this BEÍS Weekender bag. First of all, I really love that this bag has a trolley strap on the back, so that way you can stack it on top of your checked bag, or if you have a roller carry-on, which I've also used in the past. This is really convenient and really easy to get through the airport with, so I love this feature. And then it also has just the regular duffel straps and one strap you can put over the shoulder or almost crossbody. It is adjustable, so I really love that. And then there's also a pocket right here on the front. So what I did with this pocket, I ended up storing my ID here so that I could quickly grab it for check-in. And I also had a scrunchie and my headphones stored in here with my phone as well, so that it was easy to get out of this bag. Now let's talk about what's inside. One of the other reasons why I ended up getting this bag is because it has two compartments. It's got this main compartment here and also a zippered compartment on the bottom, which is quite sturdy. I will say I'm happy with that, but it has just enough flexibility that with several things in here, I can actually fit more than I thought I could. So in the bottom, I have my extra pair of running shoes and I have a pair of sandals. I've also got a couple of my makeup bags, and this is where I ended up storing the liquid items in their plastic bag that you have to store for carry-on purposes with TSA regulations. So that is pretty much the way that I've packed and what I've packed in this little compartment here. And I like that it's separate. I really don't like putting my shoes in with my clean clothes, which I'll do a whole video on how I pack. If you would like to see it, let me know down in the comments below. But I really try to avoid having dirty clothes mixed with clean clothes and shoes touching things that I plan on wearing just in case there's some dirt on there. So in the main compartment of this bag, I typically think like this when I pack. There is a laptop sleeve here, so if you're not like me and you don't need a separate work bag for your trip, then you could absolutely just have your laptop here in this bag. It is padded a little bit, so it's not quite the padding and sturdiness of this bag, but it will still work if you are pretty careful, I feel like. So I didn't actually put my laptop in here, just keep that in mind. There's also a really nice strap with a hook on it in here for your car keys. I have been traveling my past several trips on the plane with a hat of some sort. I think that it really can elevate your look while you are traveling through the airport, and also doubles when you get to your destination as a way to shade your face from the sun. Plus, I feel like this hat specifically it's okay to bend, so you may want to be careful if you have some higher end hats that you do need a box with, and you would want to put that in your checked bag. But this is what I like to carry with me so that I have something that when my hair starts looking a little wild in the airport from running around a little bit, I can throw over my hair and look a little bit more put together. So next, I actually stashed my purse or my personal handbag in the carry-on as well. Again, I really like to be prepared in the case of my luggage being lost for a day or two, so that's why I've got my handbag in the carry-on as well. So let's see what else we've got in here. So I've got my vitamins. Right now I'm taking a lot of vitamins, but this is sort of my health kit. It is my wellness kit. I've got Band-Aids in here, some Neosporin in case I were to get a blister or something happens before I reach my destination. We're good to go. And everything from a little snack and some cough drops. I've just got in this plastic baggie. Now you can find a nicer bag. Typically I do have some packing cubes that I use for my checked luggage, but I like to be able to see everything. And again, if TSA pulls something out, it should probably be in a clear bag for them to be able to see it. I would love to get the BEÍS mesh bags that they have, and I have not gotten around to doing that. But again, just some essentials, or just in case, you know, we need it, things are going to be going in my carry-on as well. Now this bag also has another zipper pocket, so I'll turn it around, and here I will stash some things like an extra pair of underwear, another bra, and usually a fitness or workout outfit. Again, in the case my luggage were to get lost, something that's important to me is having clothing that could double as pajamas, but also I could wear if we go for a walk or I'm going to the gym at my destination. So I've had that here in this zipper storage case. And then there's also a couple of other pockets here that I may sew some things, like just little extras. If I have extra hand sanitizer or I have something I need to quickly get out of here, then that's where it'll go. Typically I don't take my carry-on down from the overhead bin when I'm flying, unless I really need something like these vitamins or the first aid kit. So I'm not super worried about having to access what's in here while I'm in flight. That's usually my personal item where I put those things. I also have a full-on outfit. So this is an outfit that I found. It's just knits, so pretty easy if I were to go out to a dinner when I got there and again needed to look a little bit dressed up. I've got something that is easy to pack and again flexible. It's not heavy. It's just a knit pencil skirt and a knit top to go with it that matches. And again, I had a pair of shoes, a pair of sandals down here that I could wear in the case that I needed to, but nothing over the top there. It's just being able to get by in the case that luggage is lost. And then I also have a sweater in here, so if the plane is chilly, I can throw that on over my top. I really recommend dressing in layers when you're flying, because sometimes you just don't know what the climate or the temperature on the plane is going to be, and you may be going from a hot climate to a cold climate or vice versa. So it's just nice to have something in your carry-on that you can wear if the weather changes on you suddenly. Wrapping up here, I wanted to share a few last thoughts with you about this bag specifically, and then also do a quick recap of some things that I have in my work bag that are really helpful when you're traveling, not just days when you're going to the office, but I also have them when I travel. So as far as the material of this bag, I think that it has held up extremely well on this trip. This has been a week-long trip, and we did 2 legs of flights, so I really like that I can carry it still on my shoulder. I do prefer the roller bags, I think, when traveling if I am on a shorter trip and do not need to pack a checked luggage. So a couple of last things about this work bag that I have carried with me on almost every trip now since I've had it, and I might do a little bit of an update too on how it's holding up for you. For those of you that haven't seen the video, I'll link it here on the screen and in the description below. So first of all, this bag is where I've got my water bottle. I always travel with a water bottle. I think I mentioned that I always have my own water bottle for the office as well, just so that way I can cut down on how many plastic bottles I'm carrying and picking up. I just constantly am refilling this. A few other things that I think I've mentioned before about this work bag, I actually really like to put a lot of the same things that I bring to the office in here for a trip. So I have sunglasses in here. I think that, you know, it's just one of those essentials for traveling. You've got to have a pair of sunglasses, and it also can help to add some style to your travel outfit. This is also where I usually have my main wallet. This is, again, like my personal item for traveling. So anything that I need to get out of here personally, it's going to be in here. And then I've also got hand sanitizer. This is an essential, and a Tide to Go pen, which I don't know if that's in here, but another thing that's in here are also some wipes for the airplane trays, or if my husband that I travel with a lot spills something on himself, these are really good to help clean that up. And finally, I always travel with a book. So right now I am reading some childbirth books, but this is an essential, I think, for traveling. If you can't fit it in your personal item, definitely this would go into my carry-on, and I would be pulling that out to read on the plane if I'm not doing work on the laptop. Thank you so much for joining me this week for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I wish you the best travels. I hope that maybe you got some ideas for packing and for carrying on your travel bag the next trip that you go on. If you have not seen one of these videos here on my channel, I would love to see you there. And until next time, again, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely week. Bye.